many people judge strictly off of looks instead of the content of a person's character. Like, say for instance, if you saw me out in public with a girl like this, you might say I have standards. But the thing that you don't know is, I gotta wake up to this, nigga, god damn. But look, see, does that make my standards any lower? Now that what if I find this more attractive? What if this girl had the absolute best personality I've ever encountered in my life? Who are you to say that I have low standards just because of how she looks? Nigga, I know my girl be going through it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm ugly as shit, nigga. I ain't going front. I know she lowered her standards just to be with me. Because, nigga, like, before she got with me, the niggas that she posted as her man crush Mondays were Usher and Trey Songz. And then she settled for this. Nigga, you know damn well she lowered her standards for me. Nigga, I'm ugly as a motherfucker. Nah, but in all seriousness though, this is the reason why a lot of content creators don't post their significant others, because they're going to be judged just like I'm Dante and his wife. We're not going to find the same things attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance with me, I'm attracted to an ass like this. And I'm no less attracted to it knowing that this is a stomach. If anything, it makes me more attracted to it. You know why? Because I like big women. Who are you to tell me that I have low standards because I like fat bitches? That's why there's so many closet BBW lovers. Just because niggas are scared to be judged by society for their love for big women. Look, what I want y'all to take from this video is to embrace your own standards. Don't let anyone else's opinion alter your personal standards.
What's up, guys? Crimson 6062 out here. And I want to tell you a secret. I want to tell you a real big secret. I love thick women. The thicker the better too. I want to actually say that if you're a woman that got some thick thighs and, let's be honest, some big titties, I'm gonna love the shit out of you. My philosophy is, if we can copulate, then you're just perfect for me. I look. If it doesn't look like, if you're on top of me and we're making the nasty and I don't get beat up by your breast, then yeah. It's not going to be too much of a negative, but I need to look like I got beat up by your breast if you're on top of me. So. These motherfuckers, like Better Bachelor, who think that men are hardwired to love certain body shapes, I don't think he understands that bullshit. I don't think he understands this. I don't. I think that he's missing the fucking point and is missing he's missing the clues. But yeah, let's hear Joker. Let's hear what he's talking about.
Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. This is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print.
All right, okay, he's too fasted. 1.5. Let's just do that for him. All right, let's go. Oh, he shaved the beard. Oh.
You notice I've done a few or less videos than I normally do. Like some months I'm cranking out 2 a day, and other months I'm doing like one like every other day, just because I get online and it's like, let's see what we've got in news media. Politics. Okay, let's go check out Hollywood stuff. Politics. Let's check out the movies. Politics. Let's talk.
Wait, is he Wait, is this motherfucker who has a commentary channel? A commentary channel. Like a commentary channel. Talking about how he's tired of politics? Wait, what? Let's continue.
Talk about NBA or NFL politics. Let's go look at politics. Politics. Everything is politics. And to be honest, I'm fried out on it. Like, I cannot wait for this election to be over, and then we only have probably 4 more years of this craziness. So I've tried to look at a couple of.
You have you don't know how close you are to being right about the fact that certain motherfuckers like Donald Trump are trying to get rid of politics because he's trying to be God, Emperor, King. So yeah, some bullshit. Hopefully the Democrats wake the fuck up and realize that Donald Trump is trying to steal a fucking election. Hopefully that shit happens. I'm just saying, he's not exactly subtle about this shit. But let's continue.
Older stories or different things that I can talk about. And this one hit me because I was scrolling through and I saw a story about plus size models, and I started reading into it, and I noticed, and I don't know if you've noticed this as well, there's a lot of plus size model. There's no such thing as a plus size man. They're either fat or obese or out of shape, and if they're being nice or cuddly, they're soft. there's no descriptor, and there's.
Huh? Wait, what? What? There's a term called dad bod. Am I missing something? For real, am I missing something? Am I missing something? Huh? This. Wow, we live on 2 different planets. For real. Fuck. Let's continue.
There's really no overweight, plus size male models. As a matter of fact, if you do a Google search for fat male model or overweight male model, you get pictures of guys in 6-packs. And it was how I used to be overweight, but then I got a 6-pack and muscles, and now I'm a model. So, I mean, it's definitely.
Okay, let's try this. Dad bod or 6-pack. These guys have a rad bod or dad bods. Images. Dad bod. The fuck? Wait. These are a thing. These are a thing. Look, they even have the title up that Americans think the dad bod is a new 6-pack. These are a thing. This is a thing. We even have celebrities that do dad bod shit. This is a thing. God. Do we live in the same... Wow. Do we live on the same... Let's continue.
A case of double standards here. But I wanted to read this because, number one, I want to talk about the male ideal model very quickly, because some of you guys say, I want to date. And there's such a thing for women.
Wait. Did he just say, walk past some of you guys say, I want to date? I'm sorry, what? Aside from people that are ace, doesn't everyone want to date? Be it their preferred gender or not. what gender they want to date too. Like, yeah, no, of course. But doesn't everybody want to date except for ace people? And then even ace people, they want to have a relationship with people. They may just not want the sex. Like, I'm confused here. What? Let's continue.
known as a butterface. Now, if you think about milk, you think about cream cheese, you think about butter, and that's when people say butterface. And I don't remember the origin. It was in a movie, I think, but it's when you look at a woman and you go, "Wow, man, she is stacked," and your buddy goes, "Yeah, man, her body's great, but have you seen her face?" And the way you say it is, "Yeah, her body's great, butterface," and that means butterface, like she's.
I've heard the joke before, but it's just like, Again, I'm probably the worst person in the world to actually have this whole opinion because how somebody acts can actually determine my sexual appeal to them. But that's just me. But I don't think butter personality works the same way. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Anyway, let's go.
Beautiful as far as the hourglass, except for her face. Well, with guys, it's actually the same thing. The difference is instead of the hourglass, which is bobs and then a narrow waist and then nice big hips and butt, for guys, it's an inverted triangle. So if you guys are going to get out there and date, you definitely want to get your shoulders and chest built up, your waist slimmed down, and don't forget leg day. Like if you could get your quads and your...
That's still kind of a hourglass shape. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't. Oh, shit. Fuck. These motherfuckers are so confusing.
calves, those two muscle groups big, you get your shoulders, your traps up here, and your chest, and get some nice bis and tris, biceps and triceps going well. You're in, man. Like, you will get a lot more attention. I know I did when I was that way. So let's talk about the ideal.
Attention does not equal success. Like, for real, like, I got a video that's probably out already of me actually putting together a chair, and I'm chunky. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking chunky. But like, still, I have success. It's not like, it's a personality thing, and quite frankly, if you're a woman that doesn't look past physical looks, I mean, like, there are some people that you just physically aren't turned on about. But if it's just like, oh, it's only about looks, then you're shallow, and I don't want to date you. That's just my biggest thing. It's just like, huh? God, let's continue.
Ideal body shape. I didn't mean to maximize that, so let's try this again. The ideal male body shape revealed how men want to be inverted triangles. Like I said, wide.
Aha. How men want to be inverted triangles. Not how women would want to. Like, and of course it's coming from the Daily Mail. Of course. Of fucking course. It's the, we want to look this way and we're going to tell you how we should look type bullshit. But let's continue.
At the top, narrow at the bottom. Like sports stars Bolt and Ronaldo, but most are rectangles like Bex and Harry Styles. And I'll leave a link to this, but here's what they show is the pink one is an oval. That's like what most men are. Like 60% of men are either overweight or obese. Don't be that guy. Then you have a regular triangle, which is kind of narrowish at the shoulders and a little bit wider at the hips. Don't really want to be that guy. Rectangle, which is kind of proportionate up and down. Rhomboid, which is a little bit bigger in the shoulders and chest. And then the inverted triangle. And that's going from like Jean-Claude Van Damme up to Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right, going up to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Big, stacked up top, narrow waist. So there is an ideal shape for men. But, articles for women are like advantages for dating a plus-size woman. And I know some guys out there are chubby chasers. Some guys like women a little bit bigger. And hey,
let's kind of get rid of that term, chubby chasers. Like, I know guys use it in, like, not in the pejorative, but, like, they really like bigger women. Like, I guess you can call me a chubby chaser, but, like, motherfuckers like this take it so dismissively, I should say. And personally, I'm sorry. I don't get this whole thing of just like being that demeaning towards people that oh yeah, yeah, I'm like fuck. And I hate to say it like this, but this is some white boy shit the way he's talking like, and I say it like that because it's coming from a place where I guess a lot of people aren't, you know, have the luxury of choosing the most healthy options when it comes to meals and shit because, you know, they literally don't live in food deserts like most of the working class people because most of the working class people are African American or, you know, people of people that live in poor neighborhoods because that's what working class people are. You know, never mind the fact that they think these fucking steel workers and all this other good bullshits are the true working class. Like, never mind that bullshit. We're gonna stick with what we know is to be true. But yeah, let's continue.
That's okay, to each his own. I'm fine with that. But for the average guy, they really not into necessarily the big girls. But society is telling everybody, hey, let's really get into this. As a matter of fact, here they talk about plus size rapper. Now they call her plus size. Remember, rapper Chica hits back after body shaming critics labeled her as morbidly obese and accused her of promoting unhealthy living by posing in a Calvin Klein underwear campaign. And this is the billboard that a few years ago had like an attractive woman running or doing something on it or posing, and now it's a woman that's 300 pound or 150 kilo for you Brits, and she's not just a big girl, she's not just plus size, she's morbidly obese. And
Okay, so wait. If you want to get into somebody's medical records and shit like that, dude, fuck you first. First off, fuck you. The horse you rode in on, the road that you rode on that motherfucking horse, the motherfucker who built the road, like fuck you. And the fact is, these corporations aren't doing something to fucking brainwash the society. They're doing this shit because people fit into that category. Fuck. Oh God, like I'm seeing a lot of these motherfuckers don't have, I won't even say human empathy. They don't have a concept of, hey, maybe people think differently than what I do. Like, I know that's the same as human empathy, like knowing people think different, but I understand their points. But like these motherfuckers don't even have that shit. They think, of course, I'm right on what I believe, and nothing else, no other points of view actually matters because I'm me, and what I say is important. Like, for real. Like, I don't get these motherfuckers because it comes from a place of just total fucking ignorance. But let's continue.
this has a health problem with it. So the big theme seems to be, hey, big girls got to love us too, stunning and brave, I'm just living my authentic self, and all these other really cool buzz phrases for not taking accountability for one's health. So before I get into the female portion of this, gentlemen.
Wait, what? Dude, miss me with that bullshit. Like, oh my God. And you know what? Maybe I'm being defensive, but I work fucking 10 hours a day. You know, it's still fucking hard for me to go to the fucking gym for 30 minutes of that day, because I try to go every fucking day. Fuck. But, like, miss me with that bullshit because of personal responsibility? Personal responsibility. Was I responsible for all the shit that we put in fucking foods? I'm responsible for the sedentary life that we fucking live, that fucking makes us so sedentary. Personal responsibility. You want to talk about personal responsibility? The fuck? Oh, there now you're just blaming society. Leftists like to blame society. Okay, cool. Give me more healthier options. Give me more food that are just healthier. Let's do that shit. Let's get rid of the fucking food deserts. Let's have motherfucking better food for everybody to actually partake in. No, you don't want to do that? You just want to preach and talk bullshit? Miss me with that bullshit. Let's continue.
If you are a bigger guy, it isn't healthy for you. It won't. It'll be a detractor if you are looking to date. And hey, if you say, "Well, I'm not even interested in dating. I'm just doing my thing," that's cool. Just make sure you keep it in check because you do want to live a healthy life. And being overweight is one of the few factors that can really give you some stress later on in life. So make sure to my rule of thumb has always been as I gain muscle, if I need to get a new T-shirt, the way I measure it's the seams on your shoulders here. If these start to pull in a little bit and give you the butterfly sleeve going like that because your shoulders are getting big, get a new T-shirt, man. It's getting a little tight in the chest here, get a new T-shirt. Getting tight in the waist, nah, it's diet time. Your pants getting a little bit too tight for you because of your quads, your thighs getting too big, new pair of pants. Because your waist is getting too big, no, diet time. Okay, so if you're growing muscle and you need new clothes, go for it. If you're growing fat and you need new clothes, don't go get new clothes. That's your cue. Hey, I'm getting to be, a little heavier. Time to readjust and evaluate that. So now that I've got that out of the way, let's talk about the science behind.
Wow. Great. Joker's words to live by. Let's continue.
Ladies. Now, this is Kelly Brook. I keep wanting to say Kelly LeBrock. You older guys know who Kelly LeBrock is. Tasty back in the 80s. But it says a scientific study claims this is how humans are wired to see physical beauty, and they use Kelly Brook. And this was written back in 2019, but I think the study uses Kelly Brook from like 2014 because Kelly Brook today has become a plus-size model. But they say...
Wait, what? I have so many fucking questions. Like, do you know plus size in a lot of models generally denote anything that isn't a size 0? Like, for real. Like, these motherfuckers. Oh God. I'm losing it. Let's continue.
Say, we're probably spending a lot of time at high intensity interval classes or devoting a whole lot of energy to keto diet. But what if it turned out that looking like a Victoria's Secret model wasn't the ideal body type? We've been doing all of this for absolutely nothing. Well, not nothing. Obviously, this is written for the ladies. We've all heard that.
Yeah. It's not healthy for long terms of looking like a Victoria's Secret model. Those motherfuckers don't stay like that all the time. They don't. Or they're training fucking 5 hours a day, 6 days a week.
That sweet sounding sentiment, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Writers love to write it, women love to hear it. And while we're not here to get into a philosophical discussion about whether or not it's true, we're here to ask one question. Does science say beauty is objective? Apparently it does, right? So here's the thing that men like, there's a reason why.
Wait. This is literally coming from the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail, that bastion of not even public, that bastion of scientific excellency. Wow, I can't speak. And that bastion of truisms and shit that is super right all the time, that no, it should not be questioned. Yeah, the Daily Mail. Let's continue.
They call it the hourglass shape. And from what I've seen in statistics, men like the hourglass the most. Secondly, interestingly enough, is the pear shape. A little bit smaller up top, but nice thighs, nice butt, nice.
Okay, I know Vegeta would like that shit. Like, I don't think he's in the chat, but like, really? Wow. I have so many questions. Who did they ask? What is the sample size? Where did they come up with this information? Like, I have so many questions. But let's continue.
Nice legs. That seems to be the second. The third would be what they call a banana, which is kind of long and slender, but with nice rack. And then the last is what they call an apple, which is kind of not very stacked here, not very much in the butt area, and just round like an apple. And
I have so many fucking questions. Like, I don't get this bullshit. Like, it's almost as if, like, wow. I have so many fucking questions because, like, he's literally serious about this shit. This is a guy who took a lot of his research before, and I kid you not, he took research for scientific truism from fucking Reddit. Wow, I guess this is kind of a step up because he's using the Daily Mail, something that's purported to be a news site. Purported. But like, wow. Fucking wow. Okay, let's continue.
And it's same thing on the guys. You know, the oval and the thick in the middle is just not a good look for anyone. So they say, anyway, the science will surprise you. A 2016 study from the University of Texas at Austin revealed there is an actual ideal body type for women when it comes to perceived attractiveness, but it doesn't look like the typical model running the runway or walking the runway. Right, and we guys know this. Like the models on the runways, they're pretty in the face, but for a lot of us guys, you're kind of like, man, she needs to eat a sandwich. Like that girl is a stick. The reason why I think models are used, and I heard this somewhere, it's one of those obscure knowledge things that sticks with you, is because it makes it very easy for them to change outfits because they all have the same dimensions. So you can have one piece of clothing with one kind of design and one size, and you can have almost every model wear it. And that way, no matter who the models you have available, you can have them wear the same dress over and over and over again without having a plethora of sizes, which makes sense. But guys, I mean, now if you look at the Victoria's Secret models, usually they've got nice shapes, but they're not the kind of the voluptuous curve that men think of. So they continue on. It has to do with specific body fat distribution in the shape of an hourglass as measured by the waist to hip ratio. According to the study, low waist to hip ratios indicates high fertility and low long-term health risks. While many argue beauty standards vary with each race and culture, the effect of waist to hip.
So it is true that beauty standards vary with different weights, different cultures, like societies and cultures. But like, I have so many fucking questions. Let's continue.
Hip ratio on female attractiveness has now been studied and reported for almost 20 different cultural and ethnic groups. And they go down and talk about this a little bit more. They say the study found that the ideal waist to hip ratio was 0.7, meaning the ideal waist is approximately 30% smaller than the hips. When it comes to overall bust waist hip ratio, it varies with height and weight. For example, 34, 25, 36, which is in the US a size 2 to 4, which tells you how big the US gets, and or 36, 27, 39, US size 8 to 10. So it's not so much about the overall size, it's that if a woman is a larger size, she needs to have a larger bobs and larger hips and butt to go along with it. So if she's a much more petite girl, she can have small.
Oh, wow. Wow, he's really going through this. Like, he's telling men what they should be attracted to. Because you know his audience isn't female at all. Like, we know his audience is not... It's rarely a woman in his motherfucking audience. Like, do red pill guys just sit back and listen to this and think that this motherfucker, do red pill guys actually just sit back and listen to this shit and think that he's preaching the gospel? Like, God damn it. Like, how? I have so many fucking questions. Because, like, I wouldn't think that this motherfucker knows anything because he's a self-proclaimed better bachelor. I know. People eat healthy all the time and put on weight. But this motherfucker... Oh God. It's getting late and I'm tired and I gotta kind of edit this video, but let's continue.
Smaller dimensions, but it's kind of like if you take a picture and stretch it like it's the same picture except bigger or smaller. They're kind of saying the same thing. The ratios are the same no matter what size woman that you put it on. So they say, so what? A scientist asked a bunch of guys to rate pictures of women and then calculated the average measurements. Not exactly, but it's a reasonable assumption. The science isn't just based on visual appeal. It goes beyond our primal instincts to the core of our very existence.
So is he literally saying that the science says that we've been socialized a certain way because of fucking nature? And I doubt that. I fucking doubt that. But like, literally, this motherfucker is quite literally saying that it's evolution. Oh God. And I've heard that bullshit about it being evolution. But the minute we stop, shitting in the forest, and fucking we start using tools or start going into places that our tropical bodies evolved in, we kind of start defying evolution. Like, I'm sorry, man has actually started defying evolution. But motherfuckers like this would probably, like, do they not get that vaccines defy evolution? Do they get that actually this whole thing about he's saying about going to the gym actually defies natural evolution? Because it goes against the quote unquote natural order or the natural state that people are in. I Yeah, yeah. Wow. Fuck. Let's continue.
Sounds intense, right? Numbers are cool. They say the woman with the most beautiful body. Numbers are cool, but what do those ideal measurements actually look like? The woman who embodies the ideal shape is British model and actress Kelly Brook. Kelly, picture below, is 5'6" tall with an approximate shape of 36, 27, 39. And I'm sorry, my British friends, I think those are in inches. But anyway,
She'd definitely be boner of the month.
she's very pretty. She's in my thumbnail if you want to go back and check that out. And if I remember, I'll throw a little picture over next to me while we continue talking after this, the article. But she's got a great shape to her. She's pretty. She's attractive, but she's not like super skinny or anything like that. They say pleasantly surprised.
Like, of course, it's a Daily Mail, so they have this TradCon sensibility of what a woman is. Like, I'm sorry, like, yeah, of course, that's the perfect fucking. I don't want to say how. Do you want to like? Do you really want to call her the TradCon mom of the year and shit like that? Like, the fuck? Like, I don't fucking get it. Like. Did I get it? There, I got it. But it's like the TradCon mom. And it's just like, no, insecurity is not cute. It's not. And I'm sorry, like I'm sorry I like big titties. I'm just saying. I know that just sounds bad, but like personally, I don't like the look of somebody who feels like the whole thing. Like, I know how hard it is to be in a gym, and I know how hard it is to actually be somebody who has to work out a lot. I fucking know how difficult that shit is. And I know people that have quote unquote skinny privilege. In other words, they don't eat, they can eat whatever the fuck they want and still look skinny as shit. Like, yeah, like, dude, like, I don't. This whole science says, and it's like literally, it's not even a science says shit. It's like it's still objective. It's still fucking objective. Like, a lot of the shit is still objective ass shit. Where are you popping out at? Oh, there you go. And I don't think this motherfucking gets it that it's a scientific ish story, but it's not objective. It's a scientific subjective study. But let's continue.
You aren't the only one. She's undoubtedly beautiful, but probably not what you were expecting. Like, she doesn't have muscles. She doesn't have a six-pack, but she's spicy. I mean, she's a very pretty woman.
Wait. She does have abdominal definition. All this shit right up in here. That's abdominal definition. Now, she doesn't have a six-pack, but she's not exactly motherfucking portly. That's not what she is, man. And I'm sorry. Like, how don't they see this shit? But let's continue.
But again, it's the nice hourglass shape. But you notice something. There's no, now maybe they airbrush out a little bit of this, but there's no cellulite. There's no like rolls of fat. Now, yes, when we sit down, we all get rolls of fat. But I mean, there's not like, she's not going to lift up a portion of her stomach and go, oh, there's the remote control for the TV and the ham sandwich I lost 4 hours.
Really? First of all, is he making fun of the fupa? You can't make fun of the fupa, motherfucker. Don't make fun of the fupa. Worship the fupa. And hell, even skinny women have fupas. Fuck, men have fupas. Like, let's be fucking honest here. But like, wow. Let's continue.
Hours ago. Like, that's not her. And so you can try as much as society wants men to try to shame us into liking women that are not shaped like this. It is in the lizard brain. It is in the DNA. She says, right, as a matter of fact, they say here, throughout her 20s and early 30s, Kelly fluctuated between a size 4 and a size 10.
Wait, but I'm confused. I'm fucking confused because I literally see, like, the standards of beauty have changed over the fucking centuries. Even in the fucking not too past centuries. Like, really? Really? Do these motherfuckers not know anything past the fucking quote unquote golden age of the 50s of what they think it is? Fuck, not just in the fucking Eurocentric, or which can easily become an American centric, because in Europe they like thick chicks. Like, have you seen the standards of beauty that they've had in other countries? Like, how? Fucking how? I only got a few more minutes of this motherfucking patience. Let's continue.
Which, again, is fine. Men are not wanting these wafy models, but the point is she happened to put on the weight in the good areas, which is why women can get away with having a little bit more weight, because if they pack it in the right areas, hey, not a bad thing. It says what men want. Another study showed that at subconscious level, most men pretty much dig the same thing and are attracted to just a few characteristics. One of those things is having a youthful face and body features. This is probably not a surprise. But the other thing most likely to attract men is looking both healthy and fertile. So again,
healthy and fertile has been the subject of so much bullshit. The fact is, it's a standard by which we're socialized to believe of what we're told healthy and fertile actually is. There are literally places in Africa where they think a bigger woman is more healthy and fertile because her family can fucking feed her. And I'm done with this motherfucker. Let's just pull it in. Like, this shit doesn't make sense to me, because a lot of these guys, they're so focused, and then they wonder why they can't date or get a woman that they claim to want. They're so focused on a fucking standard that they don't look past that standard. They start thinking that that standard is all that there is. Not personality, not commitment, not, and I say commitment as far as a commitment to their goals or ideals. Fuck. Who gives a fuck about monogamy right now? But still, they think that, oh, she has to look good so she's fertile and looks like a baby making machine. That shit is stupid. And quite frankly, I understand why some of these motherfuckers are alone. But anyway, you want to know thing that would make sure that you're not alone? Well, liking and subscribing and following, because if you like my shit, if you watch my shit, I'm there with you in spirit. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody who's watched tonight. Shout out to like everybody, my Patreon supporters, Utah Outcast and Oka Flip. Like, yeah, thank you guys for helping support the channel. You can be a Patreon too by going to my Patreon link in the description below. Anyway, also you can actually buy some of my art to put on. Like, I already have t-shirts on my art, so if you want to help with that, anyway it goes, guys. I'm gonna head out. I got work tomorrow morning. I want to thank everybody who's enjoyed my weekend, from the Spider-Man playthrough to the stream tonight. Thank you guys, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. I'm probably afraid of that, because then people people don't hate each other, then people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is
Greedy people.
greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you've dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use
Yeah,
this.
right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as